Today, we're going to learn how to draw a Mega MEWTWO. Let's get started. All right, to get started, I'm going to find the middle of my page, and I'm going to come slightly over to this side. Starting at my finger, I'm going to draw a tall curved line, kind of like an oval. On the other side of it, I'm going to come down just a little bit, and then I'm going to make a little U coming across. From the top of that line, I'm going to curve down, and I'm going to do another U coming across. From right underneath it, I'm just going to do a small line that looks like a continuation of the oval. Then starting just past that line again, I'm going to do another U. I'm going to come down and do another U. And then I'm going to bring it back in. I want it to all flow so it looks almost like an oval, meeting back up. And then right where these two almost touch, I'm going to put a V. Now, starting over here on this side, I'm going to draw a line that kind of curves out. I'm going to curve that corner, and I'm going to draw a really long C. Over on this side, I'm going to start at this point right here. And I'm just going to draw a nice long C as well. But this one's going to come out and come down a little further. Right there. Down here at the bottom, I'm going to draw a little half circle coming back with a flat line on the bottom. From here, I'm going to curve it up just a little bit. And at the top of that, I'm going to do a U-turn. From the U-turn, I'm going to draw a line that keeps curving down. It's going to go a little longer than that one. And then I'm once again going to do a backward C, about the same size as that one. And then I'm going to do a flat bottom coming straight across. Then I want to curve it up. I'm going to bring it a little more this way. And about the same height as that one, I'm going to do another U-turn. But this time I'm going to turn a little more out and down. Now starting up here, I'm going to do a backwards, starting right there, I'm going to do a C. And then from here, I'm going to do a little mountain to attach. And then right above here, I'm going to do a little curved line. All right, this is going to be one of his legs. Mega MEWTWO. All right, now, right up here, about halfway up our oval, I'm going to do a little line curving up. And from there, I want to start a little above it, and I'm going to do a curved line almost like a C. I want this to come a little higher. Then I'm going to do another one. They're not very big. This one, just very short right here. Another one. Bring this one over a little more. And then right here on this one, when I get to the bottom, I want it to start going straight across. From here, I'm going to curve it up and have it just go straight up just a tiny bit. And right here, I have like a little diagonal. And this little diagonal, it almost looks like a fang. I'm going to make it a little longer. And I'm going to give it a little L that comes back just a tiny bit. On the top of this L, I'm going to do a C. And at the top of that C, I want to keep it coming over because it's going to be a finger. So it comes over and down, does not touch. It curves over and up. Now right here, just over from the finger, there's a little line going almost straight up, but it's got a little curve to it. There's a tiny diagonal going sideways. And then we have a sideways U, kind of looks like a C. And it's going to go straight diagonal backwards. And then it curves down and back, but it doesn't touch. From here, I want to come back to this curved line back here, starting just above it and past it. I'm going to do a long flat mountain coming over. Coming just a little ways down this curved line, I'm going to do a small diagonal coming up. And then it's going to curve up and in just a tiny bit. Then coming straight up from here, I want to do a nice long, barely curved line. A little longer. There we go. Then over on this side, I'm going to do another one that curves in and almost touches, but not quite. I'm going to have a little diagonal coming out here. And on the other side, I'm going to make part of a circle that just comes up and stops. From here, I'm going to draw a curved line that comes over from one side to the other. I'm going to put a little U-turn right here at the bottom, nice and small. And I'm going to bring this up. And over. There we go, just right above that circle. Now right here at the top of our oval, I just want to draw a little line attaching. See, nice and small right there. Over here on this side of his arm, that's his arm. On this side of the arm, I want to do a little follow along line that comes just halfway up. Then it's going to curve out and come back up, just right here. Little line coming across. And it goes straight up. Now from there, I'm going to draw a sideways line with a little diagonal. It almost touches here. And when it's just about to touch, it's going to curve up and in. This part right here just needs to come out a little longer. I'm going to make another line just above it that comes down with a diagonal. And then it's going to go flat. And then it curves up just a little bit and stops. From there, I have a slight diagonal coming out. And it's going to curve around like an O. Nice and tall. And when it gets up here, it curves back up like that. I'm going to make a cat ear coming back down. Then on this side, I want to start past that line and I'm going to curve up on this side. And then come back down to make another cat ear. But this one's going to come down and in pretty far. From here, I'm just going to attach it over. Right where this line is, I want to have another little line coming up and a little follow line up here. And just below this line, just like that one, we'll do another small line. And then right here, just a little dot for a nostril. And then in this open space right here, we're going to do a diagonal. On the bottom of the diagonal, I'm going to do a slight diagonal, almost straight sideways down line. And then it'll curve up to attach. And that's where his eye is going to go, is right in there. So I'm going to make an oval. Right over here on this side of his body, I need one more diagonal coming down, and it's just going to attach right there. From his ear, a little more than halfway down, I'm going to do a half a circle, and it's going to end right here on his arm. So we just come out and down like that. Then from right here, I'm just going to curve this around and attach. And down here at the bottom, I'm just going to create another little line to attach as well. Right here where this line came down, just below it, I have one more line coming over. So this almost looks like a V right there, upside down V. Then I have a straight line just above this arm. It's going to attach in, and then starting up, I'm going to make a little mountain and attach it in. Another almost straight sideways line that comes down, and another little mountain on top. Jumping down here on the other side, like this mountain just came down here, I'm going to draw a slightly backwards diagonal going back this way. On the bottom of it, I want to create a very sideways, flat U, and then I want to start below it and start a circle that comes around and makes a toe. Same thing, coming down just a tiny bit, then starting another circle for another toe. I come around, and now I need to come over here add a little line coming up. Right here, we curve down and out. Once again, I need that circle toe on the end. And from right here, we are just curving up. His leg's really wide, and it curves in to get smaller. So this leg's in front, that leg's in back. Now he only has one arm, so we're gonna need another arm on the top of his head, right by that ear. We're gonna draw a little diagonal coming up. Then we're gonna draw a line that attaches to the ear. And from right here, I want to create a little mountain that does not quite touch. And then it comes over past the ear, like that. Now about halfway down, another little curved line. And then another line coming down. Coming back up to the top. I'm going to go sideways and curve down. And one more little line. From that little line, I'm going to go a diagonal up. I'm going to add a little U. I'm going to add almost a circle and bring it back sideways. From there, I just want to do a diagonal curve coming down. Not too big. Coming back to this point right here, I'm going to do a diagonal coming out just a little bit past that finger. This is his thumb. And I'm going to curve right here on the end and come down. Again, not too far. After I come down, I want to do a U and come back in, but not quite touch. I have a little diagonal coming over, diagonal down, coming sideways, and I'm going to curve back in and not touch. This line comes up just a tiny bit. And then this right here, I want to keep his arm nice and wide. So I'm going to bring it back down and connect to his head. I might bring these down a little lower. It's all about preference. Here we go. All right, he's almost done. We just need to add a tail. So let's come back here on this oval, and we're right here about between here and here. We have a little line right there. I'm going to do a nice big curved line that's going to come up almost as high as his ear. So it goes back and up. On top of that line, I'm going to put a nice wide U. I'm going to come back down here and right like this went through. So from here, pretend that came through. Mine looks like it would come through about right here. I'm going to follow along. I'm going to come back up and over and attach. Are you ready to see my final drawing? There it is. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Come back for more, as we're always doing new projects and activities. I'll see you again soon for another How to Draw. Bye.